Hi, everyone. If you're over 60, your colon health deserves special attention because what you eat today can directly impact your cancer risk tomorrow. Here's the reality. Colon cancer is not a rare disease. It's actually the second leading cause of cancer death among older adults in the United States. And while genetics play a role, the truth is your daily choices, especially the foods you put on your plate, can either protect your colon or quietly increase your risk. Now, the good news is this: you have more control than you might think. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the foods that research shows can raise your risk of colon cancer if you're over 60. But I won't just stop there. I'll also give you simple, practical swaps, healthier foods you can start choosing today that will not only protect your colon, but also give you more energy, help you feel lighter, and support your overall health. So, if you're ready to take charge of your health and maybe even add more years to your life, let's get started. 1. Why food matters after 60. As we get older, the foods we choose play an even bigger role in protecting our health. Why? Because our bodies change, and so does the way we process food. First, digestion naturally slows down after 60. That means food moves more slowly through the intestines, and the colon is exposed for a longer time to whatever we eat. If that food is high in unhealthy fats or chemicals, it can irritate the lining and increase cancer risk. Second, our gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living inside us, also changes with age. Some of the good bacteria start to decline, while the bad bacteria can grow stronger. This imbalance can trigger inflammation, weaken our immune system, and make the colon more vulnerable to disease. And third, by the time we reach 60, our colon has already been through decades of exposure: processed foods, alcohol, smoking, and environmental toxins. Over time, those small daily choices add up, making it even more important to protect our colon from further damage. The encouraging part is this: it's never too late to make a difference. Even small improvements in your diet after 60 can reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut, and lower your risk of colon cancer. So with that foundation in mind, let's take a closer look at the specific foods you should be watching out for. 2. The foods to avoid. A. Processed meats. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits: processed meats. I'm talking about foods like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats. They may taste convenient, they may even remind you of comfort meals, but the truth is they can be harmful to your colon health. Here's why. These meats are often preserved with chemicals called nitrates and nitrites. Inside your body, these chemicals can form compounds that are directly linked to cancer. In fact, the World Health Organization has classified processed meats as a known cause of colorectal cancer. That's right, not just a suspicion, but a proven risk. Now, does this mean you can never enjoy a slice of turkey sandwich again? Not necessarily, but it does mean that processed meats should not be a daily staple. Instead, choose healthier swaps. Try fresh cuts of turkey or chicken breast, or even better, explore plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, or tofu. These options give you the protein your body needs without exposing your colon to the same level of risk. So the bottom line here: if processed meats are a regular part of your diet, cutting back could be one of the most powerful steps you take for your colon health. B. Red meat in excess. Red meat, beef, pork, and lamb can be part of a balanced diet in small amounts, providing protein, iron, and vitamin B12, which are important as we age. The concern arises when red meat is eaten too often or in large portions. High heat cooking, grilling, frying, or barbecuing creates harmful chemicals that can damage the colon over time. Red meat is also rich in heme iron, and too much can irritate the colon lining and encourage compounds that increase cancer risk. You don't need to eliminate red meat completely. The key is moderation. Enjoy it occasionally, keep portions smaller, and avoid charring it. Balance your plate with healthier proteins. Fish is light, easy to digest, and rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, and chickpeas add protein and fiber, supporting digestion and a healthy gut microbiome. In short, red meat in moderation, combined with fish and plant-based foods, helps protect your colon and supports overall health as you age. C. Fried and fast foods. Another food group to be careful with is fried and fast foods. They're quick, convenient, and tasty, but for your colon, they can cause more harm than you think. When foods are fried at high heat, oils break down into unhealthy fats that fuel inflammation. Over time, this weakens the colon lining and raises cancer risk. High heat cooking also produces compounds called AGEs, byproducts that speed up cell aging, strain digestion, and make it harder for your body to defend the colon. Most fast foods come with another problem. They're low in fiber and packed with calories. That slows digestion, promotes weight gain, and keeps waste in the colon longer, putting extra stress on your system. The good news? You don't have to sacrifice taste. Choose grilled, baked, or air-fried versions instead. They use less oil, produce fewer harmful compounds, and still give you satisfying flavor and crunch. The takeaway is simple. The less often fried and fast foods appear in your diet, the better protected your colon will be. D. Refined carbs and sugary foods. Next on the list are refined carbs and sugary foods, things like white bread, pastries, cookies, sodas, and many breakfast cereals. They give you quick energy, but it comes from simple sugars that spike your blood sugar almost instantly. Your body responds by releasing more insulin. If this happens over and over, it can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and chronic inflammation, all linked to higher colon cancer risk. Another problem is that refined carbs are low in fiber. Without fiber, food moves more slowly through your gut, meaning waste and harmful compounds stay in contact with your colon lining longer, raising cancer risk over time. The good news? Small swaps can change everything. Choose whole grain bread instead of white, enjoy fresh fruit like berries or apples instead of sugary snacks, and replace soda with sparkling water or a splash of 100% juice. These simple changes protect your colon, steady your energy, and support a healthy weight. So remember, refined carbs and sugary foods may be tempting, but choosing fiber-rich, whole options is one of the best ways to protect your colon health after 60. Excess alcohol. Another important factor to pay attention to is alcohol. Even moderate drinking, just 1 or 2 glasses a day, has been linked to a higher risk of colon cancer. That's because alcohol irritates the lining of the digestive tract and creates toxic byproducts that can damage colon cells over time. And here's something many people don't realize. If you combine alcohol with smoking, the risks climb even higher. Together, they create a kind of double impact on your digestive system, putting extra strain on your colon. Now, I'm not saying you have to give it up completely. For many people, sharing a drink with friends or enjoying a glass of wine at dinner is part of life. But the science is very clear. The less you drink, the better. If you do choose to drink, try to keep it to no more than 1 serving a day and build in a few alcohol-free days during the week. Those simple adjustments reduce your cancer risk, protect your colon, and give your body a much-needed break. And the truth is, your colon and your overall health will thank you for it. F. Low-fiber diet. One important but often overlooked risk factor is a low-fiber diet. Fiber isn't just for regularity, it helps waste move through the colon faster and feeds healthy gut bacteria that protect against inflammation and cancer. The problem is, after 60, many people eat less fiber without realizing it. Processed foods, white bread, pastries, and white rice often replace fruits, vegetables, beans, and whole grains. The result? Slower digestion, constipation, and added strain on the colon. The good news, boosting fiber is simple. Swap white rice for brown rice, start your day with oatmeal and berries, add vegetables to every meal, or sprinkle nuts and seeds on salads. The takeaway, more fiber means better protection for your colon, and small daily changes can lead to lasting health benefits. 3. How to build a colon-friendly plate. Now that we've gone through the foods to limit, let's switch gears and focus on something positive, what you can eat to protect your colon and feel your best every day. I like to call this the rainbow rule. It's simple. Try to eat a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables daily. Each color represents different antioxidants and vitamins that work together to fight inflammation and protect your cells. Red tomatoes, orange carrots, yellow peppers, green spinach, blueberries, purple cabbage. When you see all those colors on your plate, you know you're doing something powerful for your colon. Let's break it down a little further. Start with leafy greens. Spinach, kale, arugula. They're packed with fiber, folate, and compounds that actively protect the lining of the colon. Add berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. They're rich in antioxidants that reduce cellular damage. Include whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, or whole wheat bread. These give you steady energy and plenty of fiber to keep your digestion smooth. Don't forget nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, just a small handful a day provides healthy fats and even more fiber. And of course, omega-3 rich fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines. Omega-3s reduce inflammation and support both heart and colon health. Now, I know making changes can feel overwhelming at first, so let me give you a few simple swaps that make a big difference over time. Instead of soda, try water or green tea. Both hydrate your body without the sugar overload. Instead of fried snacks like chips, reach for a handful of nuts. You'll still get that crunch, but with healthy fats that support your body. Instead of white bread, switch to whole wheat. That extra fiber helps your colon do its job more efficiently. See how easy that can be? You don't need a perfect diet. You just need consistent, small changes that add up to better health. So remember, a colon-friendly plate is colorful, rich in fiber, and full of whole, unprocessed foods. Build your meals around those choices, and you'll be giving your body the tools it needs to stay strong and resilient. 4. Beyond food, lifestyle factors. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Your colon health isn't just about food. What you eat is powerful, but it's only one part of the bigger picture. Let's talk about a few simple lifestyle habits that can make a huge difference. First, stay active. You don't need a gym membership or intense workouts. Even a brisk 30-minute walk each day can improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and help keep your weight in check, all of which lower colon cancer risk. Second, if you smoke, consider this your sign to quit. Tobacco doesn't just affect your lungs and heart, it also damages the digestive tract and increases colon cancer risk when combined with alcohol. Third, make sure you're up to date on screenings. After 50, and especially after 60, regular colonoscopies are one of the most powerful tools we have. They don't just detect cancer early, they can actually prevent it by removing polyps before they turn dangerous. And finally, don't underestimate the power of rest and stress management. Chronic stress and poor sleep weaken the immune system, making it harder for your body to repair itself and fight off disease. So remember, it's not just about what's on your plate. It's also about how you move, how you care for your body, and how you give yourself balance. When you combine healthy eating with these lifestyle choices, you give your colon the best chance to stay strong for years to come. 5. Closing and call to action. So let's take a moment to recap what we've covered today. If you're over 60 and you want to protect your colon, there are certain foods you'll want to limit. Processed meats, excess red meat, fried and fast foods, refined carbs and sugary snacks, too much alcohol, and diets low in fiber. Each of these can quietly increase your risk over time. But here's the hopeful part. You are not powerless. By choosing more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and omega-3 rich fish, and by staying active, cutting back on smoking and alcohol, and keeping up with screenings, you can dramatically lower your risk. The truth is, protecting your colon doesn't require perfection. It requires consistency, small daily choices that over time add up to big health benefits. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods do you find the hardest to cut back on? And which healthy swap are you most excited to try? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read them all, and your story might inspire someone else watching this. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss future videos where I'll share more doctor-backed tips to help you stay healthy, active, and strong. Remember, your colon health is in your hands, and by making better choices today, you're giving yourself the gift of more tomorrows. Thank you for watching, and take good care of yourself.